Good morning, my YouTube people. It's Gatlin from Carphonics. Nice to see you again, guys. Today is a beautiful, sunny Thursday morning. You know, I always talk about the weather. I like the weather. When the sun is out, I'm a happy guy. You know, I've been battling this semi-sore throat all week. I didn't really mention it because, you know, I don't really talk about when I'm sick, I guess. I just try to man it out like a man. So anyways, I've been reading your guys' comments. I gotta say that I absolutely love your guys' comments. Some of them are absolutely hilarious. Damien reads them too. You know, he reads them, he loves them. And I think they're so funny. There was a guy yesterday who said something about, you know, is that your face or does your ass have teeth? I couldn't stop laughing. It was hilarious. So anyways, I appreciate you guys commenting. I like reading them. I like responding to them. I can't always get to all of your comments, but trust me, I do read all of them, and you know, I'll you know, either heart them or I'll try to give you guys a thumbs up or something when you guys comment. And yeah, so appreciate you guys commenting. I also noticed when I was looking at my Google Analytics that 47% of the people who are watching me aren't subscribed. What's the matter with you? You guys should be subscribed to me. Little shout out to you. If you're not subscribed, give this little button over here that says subscribe. That'd be really great. I'd appreciate it. And while you're at it, hit that little bell thing so you'll get notifications when I make new videos. So anyhow, yesterday I ordered those lights for the 300 that's behind me here, and we're going to be doing the installation of the lights on that. 4x6 LED puck lights, whatever you want to call them. The box is up front, so what I'll do is I'll grab that box. We'll do a nice unboxing. Jared's here today. It's Thursday. He's in school, and on Thursdays he's here at the shop. So I'm going to keep him busy, you know, cleaning and getting stuff swept up, and you know, he's here, so I'll be keeping him busy, organizing and doing things, and you know, making sure the shop's beautiful. We're not slammed today, guys, with business, so that'll give me an opportunity to work on this car. Yeah, not every day is busy, but it gives me time to clean the shop, enter inventory, do things like that. Everyone's kind of busy bees around here. They're walking around, they're doing things, and that's great. So bear with me here, guys, and I will get my tripod and we'll unbox the box of the lights, and we'll start doing the install on it, all right? All right, so this is the handle that I use for my camera, guys. And before I do this unboxing, I got the box over here, but I need to figure out a way of getting this thing so it doesn't sound so like when I move the camera around. Some of you guys have mentioned comments about that. So it's go pull. It's supposed to be floatable, so it floats in the water, but I'm never planning on taking this thing in the water, not unless I go on vacation again. But in that case, I'll get a different post or I'll do something else about it then, because the camera's waterproof, and if I need to make it water, you know, float or something, I'll figure it out then. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cog a hole in this thing because it is sealed and it is waterproof. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to fill it up with hot glue. You know, make it more, is it solid? No, it's, there we go. Okay, so now that I got a hole in this thing, it's actually empty, like, yeah, it's empty. So I'm gonna fill this thing up with hot glue. All right, so now that I got this freaking thing drilled out, I'm just gonna use the hot glue gun that's here, and I'm gonna actually just start filling that hole up. So I got this thing going underwater now, just to cool off or whatever. Filled that hole up with some hot glue. So while that's cooling off, we'll get you set up over here and we'll unbox these lights, boys. All right, so I got you guys set up there. So let's unbox what we got here. Should be the lights, I hope. I don't know. Can't tell you exactly, but here's hoping. So got our dash kits. This is a job coming in for a Mazda Miata next week. 2 of those, that's good. Boom. Garbage. Auxiliary cords, these things are awesome. Got some black ones finally, because white ones are kind of silly. So they come in a pack of 10. They're 6 feet long as opposed to fucking 3 feet long. So that's nice. Got those. Picked up a couple of these too. smartphone vent mounts. They're magnetic, so our customers can mount these suckers on their vents, and that'll be awesome. Not sure how many of these I got. Oh, I got like four of them in total. So I'll show you guys that. And here's the lights, the long and beholden lights that we're looking for. Those are the LED lights. I gotta take off the packing stuff. I'll get Damien to do that over there. So these are what we're doing on the 300. You know, I had a comment yesterday about somebody saying, you know, that's gonna look like shit, and you know, the light's gonna scatter, and you know, that very well might be. And you know, this is really just for looks, guys. You're not really gonna see these lights behind the lenses after we install them. You might, I don't know. But this is what we're dealing with, guys. So this is them here. As you can see, I'll take off the protective cover. Ooh, very nice. And yeah, so I'm gonna install these suckers, you know, on the car. So let's go have a look at that. Oh no, you know what? I don't think we are going to be installing these on the car. I think these are the wrong size, guys. For fuck's sakes. I don't know what made me think that these were 4x6, but when I ordered them, they were 4x6. They're actually 5x or 6x8 or something, or 6x something. So anyways, I think to carry on with our day here and get these things installed, I'm just going to swap out these bulbs for another set of HIDs, but they're purple right now. I'll flick them on for you guys so you can see them. So that's what we're working with, guys. They will go purple. Right now they kind of look blue, but they're actually purple. They're going very purple here. And you know, at first I kind of thought those were neat looking and whatever. But the case is that, you know, what purple and yellow makes green. So when you're driving down the road, you can see there that it kind of makes the road look green. So I mean, it looks okay on the car, but in reality, it's really not that cool. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to take these bulbs out, and we're going to replace those there with a set of H4 6000K HID instead. For now, I may end up switching to LED, but I actually turned those things on, and whoever the heck that was that made that comment, you're 100% correct. The light scatters like a mother trucker. So YouTube, you're right again. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Thanks. Made me feel like a complete idiot. You didn't, but anyhow. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to swap out those bulbs, and we're going to make them, we are going to make them just 6000K. But, of course, I don't have one of those in stock. But that means I get to take you on a little trip to my buddies over at Unauthorized Performance. They're also an HID LED dealer here in town. I don't particularly do a whole lot of LED headlight and HID headlight installations anymore. I kind of got away from that. So I don't have one in stock. So I'm going to go there and pick up a set of bulbs and just swap out the bulbs on this thing. But as you can see, I did a pretty slick installation. You know, I hid the ballast way down in there, nicely on a bracket. Same thing with the other side there. There's actually two sets of HID ballasts underneath there, nicely hidden. Again, Lumen's HIDs. These are really nice HIDs if you're planning on doing HIDs. Of course, this car doesn't get driven in the wintertime, so HIDs isn't such a horrible option because. Anyhow, so I'm gonna take you guys on a ride to Unauthorized Performance with me. We'll pick up a set of H4 HID bulbs, and we'll come back and we'll start the install on this. Sounds good.
I can't believe the night lay waste to all we'd given. but honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living, but we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever.
We've got our HIDs here, and we're going to start disassembling these housings so I can get these bulbs swapped in before I put those lens covers on, which are right here. And I will get back at you as soon as I get you set up. Alright, so we're going to disassemble these headlight housings, and it's really not that difficult of a process. There's just a bunch of screws. Bunch of Phillips screws, which we just lost. We can get that one after, not a big deal. And then there's one over here. Okay. And then the entire bezel, as far as I remember, just pops off of there. There's nothing else really to it. That, and then the actual headlight itself has to come out, and I believe that's just the two screws right here. One there and one here. Our headlight housing pops out. Grab those two screws. And then there's a spring down here as well that has to come out, but we don't need to remove the spring. I just need to grab that screw that fell down in there, which is right where? Right there. Got it. So we just need to remove this lens cap here and pull the old bulb out. And there's a little thing here which just goes in here like that. And Lord have mercy, there's the bulb right there, guys. So I'll pull this guy out and we will install the new one, which I will unbox here for you. So there's the new ones, guys, just like that. And I found that the light worked better when I took off this little cap here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's a very fine little Philly screwdriver. So that's just one right here. That pulls out, and then this should pull off like that. So we got our bulb there, and then this is going to go back in our housing. Make sure you don't touch the bulb, guys. So that's installed, and then our lens cap cover can go back over top. And it looks like I'm going to need to modify the cover a little bit, so I'm going to do that now. And I'm just going to take a knife and cut out this section of it. Very dull knife, obviously, as you can see. Holy. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna cut this off camera. All right, so I got my lens cap here cut nicely, nice and circular there, as best as I can get it. And now this can get back onto the headlight housing itself. And this is going to be pointed down like this. Keep all the elements out as best we can. And now I can throw this back on the car. So assembly is the reverse of disassembly. So we got our spring. We're going to put our spring on the housing here like this. And then this gets reattached underneath it there. But before we do that, we are going to set this nicely here and put this, attach these back on. Like that. This connector here is for the high-low system, which I don't have on the car. So I'm going to leave that disconnected. This can get tucked back in there like that. Our spring has fallen off, so we're just going to reach down in there and grab that again. This gets put in here like this. And then reattached to the actual headlight housing. Bit of a finagle, guys. Oh, moved you out of sight there, put you back. There you are. And I'm going to actually use a pair of pliers for this. Nice long set of needle nose. Let's light up the situation here. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Boom. Light's not really helping me out any. Okay, so our spring's reconnected. We can now tuck these back in there where they're supposed to go. And we'll just reach back up in here, grab our cable so we know where that's going. Okay, and then we'll put our screws back in place, our adjustment screws. And that spring basically just keeps tension on everything, right? So that way when you're getting these lights back on, I can adjust them to where they were before. So we'll just temporarily stick this one on there, like that. And then we'll take our other screw right here, stick that in the slot, line it up with the hole. Okay, that can go in there like that, and then you can see as I screw these in, the actual housing changes position. Now, these can be adjusted afterwards. The headlight can be popped up, and so once I get these lens covers on, worst comes to worst, I need to adjust them. I can do it after I get the headlight bezel back on there. So the whole thing here is done, and I'm just going to reassemble the top part, do the other side, which is over here, and get back at you guys. Because typically this isn't an area where you can really get to, I just quickly gave this a nice little polish here, just with some, you know, Final Cut cleaner, just to wash off all the, you know, watermarks and that kind of thing off of it before we reassemble. Okay, so we got our bulbs installed here. Everything's all polished up. I've polished up this area where the headlight, you won't really be able to have access to it unless you remove the clear lens. So now you got a 6000K HID inside that housing, and now we're going to work on installing the actual set here. Damien's just finishing up that side. I did this side, polished up the area. So, I mean, the car is not perfect. There is a couple little screws right here and here. There used to be what's called headlight louvers on here, which were, you know, kind of cool, I guess, back in the day, but not so cool now. So those have been removed, and I've just replaced those little screws that were holding those things on there back on the bumper. So here's the lens covers, guys. They are right here. There's a bunch of parts and stuff that go along with these. So there's like a rubber gasketing that we showed you, some parts. So I'll get these all laid out, and we'll start assembling. All right, guys, so just in the meantime, I gotta clean up this other bezel before we put that all back together. The lights are in, and we gotta move some cars around, and by boat. Craig's gonna get this alpha out of here, so let's get a startup clip. We'll get a startup clip of this bad boy. Nice. All right, so we're gonna pull this baby out, move the boat, and we're gonna be pulling the Mini in. Yeah, let's do that. It's a good thing it's so mini. Craig just crawled out of the window. That's awesome. You're good. Straight back. Straight back, yeah. Got tons of room. There you go. A Mini and an Alpha all in one bay. What do you think about that? After much ado, I got the headlights all cleaned up. They're still in the upright position. I got my parts here. I'm gonna give this little manual a quick read, and then start slowly taking all these parts out. I'm actually gonna take them out right now. Looks like there's quite a bit of hardware involved. A bunch of sticky pads. Looks like those are the mounting brackets for each light. There's probably 4 for each light, which it looks like that's about right. There is. Then some more of these sticky pads. One fell off of there, actually. There's a bunch of screws. These are a nice machine screw, and it looks like these ones here are for the body. I'm gonna go ahead and mount these permanently, guys. I'm not gonna just stick them on with double-sided tape. I feel as though it is appropriate to put them in permanently, and the reason why is because as awesome as this car looks on video, and even though it does look really awesome on video, it's a little bit tough in the front end, and one day I will actually paint this car. So when I do that, I'll fill in any of the holes that are left in the bumper from the original headlight louvers that are on both sides, and I'll leave those lenses over top. So I am going to read over the manual quickly. Yeah, I read manuals, guys. I like to know what the fuck I'm doing before I do it. So I've never installed a set of headlight lens covers on a 300ZX Turbo before, so I want to familiarize myself with that. And when I do, we will get right to her. All right, guys, so I read the instructions, and they're quite in-depth, a little bit more in-depth than what I'll have time for today. So we're going to end up having to cut this video short here today, and go ahead and figure out, you know, I have to put the trim around each of these bezels here, and, you know, getting these 45-degree angles on the edges is real pain in the butt. I've been working at it here for about half an hour, and, you know, the instructions tell you how to do it just like that, and, you know, don't just simply cut it with a razor blade so it's nice and straight. It doesn't work out that way. So anyway, guys, we're gonna call this video a day today. I got the HIDs in there anyways, so you guys can see what they look like when they're turned on here. Just like that. They look fantastic. And that's the position that they'll be sitting in, but only there'll be lens covers over top. So I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you guys haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Have a great day, guys. Take care.